propose the question that sections 117.3 be amended as proposed in the bill. There are no amendments again, and therefore I put the question that sections 117.3 be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Section 117.8.
I propose the question that sections 117.8, no, mover, there are amendments on this one. Mover. Section 117.8. Mover, there's an amendment on this one. Leader of majority.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I beg to move that the Traffic Act be amended. Sorry, Honorable Chair, just a minute.
That is 117.8.
Yes.
Yes.
The Traffic Act Cap 403 be amended as provided for in the order paper. Honorable Speaker, if you listened during the second reading, this relates to the instant fines on traffic offences, where in the bill there was a proposal to increase the penalty from 200 shillings to 200,000 shillings, and the committee felt that this
the majority, just move section 117.8. Because we still will have 117.9 and then 117.10.
117.9 and 10.
117.8.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And as I said, Honorable Speaker, it is to delete the expression to a fine exceeding 200 shillings onto imprisonment of a term not exceeding 1 month, and therefore substitute with the expression on first conviction to a fine of an amount equivalent to 10 times the maximum statutory payment of the offence to which the notification relates, and an amount equivalent to 20 times of the penalty for a second or subsequent conviction. Honorable Speaker, that's what I was explaining. The bill provided for an increment of the penalties or fines from 200 shillings to 200,000 shillings, and therefore we are amending that to create a fine that will be 10 times what you should have been fined had you considered to the charge that you are being charged with and signed the notification pleading guilty to pay the fine. This relates to instant fines, Honorable Speaker. For instance, when I double park in the city and the policeman comes and puts a notification that I have violated this and that section of the Traffic Act, and I am liable to a fine maybe of 1,000 shillings, and all I need to do is to sign on that notification and send it through electronic means or whichever way to pay for the fine, and that matter ends there. Or appear in court to defend yourself. And should you fail to do that, then we are saying you will now be liable to pay 10 times what you should have paid in terms of fines. This is to act as a deterrent for people not to fail to pay fines, Honorable Speaker. And there is also, of course, the introduction of electronic modes of payment of such fines. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Very well. I now propose the question that sections 178.8 be amended as proposed by the mover. If there's any interest in this, and I think there should be no much interest because I heard during the second reading everybody was supporting it. I therefore now put the question that sections 117.8 be amended as proposed by the mover. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Now it means that the amendment by the Honorable Gasairo for Kitutu Masaba falls.
Section 117.9A.
Mover. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Section 17, I beg to move that Section 117(9)A be amended as provided for in the order paper. Again, Honorable Speaker, this again relates to such fines for minor traffic offences. And Honorable Speaker, it provided for again that this would be moved to from 500 shillings to 500,000 shillings. And we are now amending to provide for payment to at least 20 times for people who are not fast offenders. They will now be required to pay 20 times the maximum penalty payable for the offense of which it was provided for. But also the proviso that provided that where the notification relates to 2 or more offenses, the fine under this paragraph shall be based on the offense with the highest penalty under the notification. So for instance, if I, again, using the same example of double parking, I am charged with double parking and obstructing traffic, and maybe the penalty for obstructing traffic is 2,000 shillings and one for double parking is 1,000 shillings. I will be required, if I do not pay the fine of 2,000 and 1,000 shillings by signing the notification and returning to court or appear in court, then the police will track me, charge me, and I will be required to pay 20 times the higher of the 2 penalties, which will be 20 times of the 2,000. You'll be required to pay a sum of 40,000 shillings. Again, as a deterrent, so that we ensure that traffic even the minor traffic offenders, Honorable Speaker, and instill traffic discipline, Honorable Speaker. You've seen what happens in our cities and most of our roads. People overlapping and creating 4, 5, 6 lanes on a road that has 1 or 2 lanes, Honorable Speaker, and therefore creating a lot of inconveniences and costing many other Kenyans dearly, including ambulances getting stuck on roads, Honorable Speaker. We therefore must bring some sanity back into the traffic management of our country. I beg to move.
Very well. I propose the question that sections 117(9)A be amended as proposed by the mover.